The other day, I did a show with a brother named Mr. Palmer, and he operates the F Child Support page on Facebook. And I'll put the link in the first comment. Over 120,000 people that like and follow the page. And this page typically talks about how men are getting screwed in the child support system. And it's not just black men that are going through this. Men of all colors, all ethnicities, all occupations are all dealing with the legality of child support. And a lot of times he will post videos with women themselves discussing about how they're using child support intentionally against men, right? There's even a situation where I saw a brother who was lied on about certain abuses that he didn't commit just because he didn't give the woman more money. And when brothers are coming out talking about their experiences about child support, one of the arguments that, I hear and that other people say are things like, well, you shouldn't have been, having one night stands with hood rats. You should have been messing with these thoughts. If you would have been messing with these thoughts, then you wouldn't have got put on child support. And I think that argument, and while, obviously that could be true, and brothers do have those situations, assuming that every guy gets with the thought or has a one night stand and have a baby, and then you get the baby mom from hell, is just not accurate, all right? And Mr. Palmer pointed this out. A lot of guys who are on child support were in long-term, committed, or married relationships, all right? They were married. They were in committed relationships. These were women that in many cases didn't show. Now, some women obviously will show some signs, right? And some brothers do, neglect them or ignore them. But then there's the case where when women go through one situation and they can change, and that is after having a kid. Now, I'm not a married man, all right? And I don't have any children. But I also hear about married men complain about this. Once you start having kids, all the sex stops, And once a woman has children, she does change. Okay? And that's what a lot of brothers don't know. Women also have their influences, okay? A lot of times a woman, how she is when she meets you is not how she is 5 years into the relationship. Okay. There are other factors. She could get friends at work. She could start, obviously listening to her mom. She could start listening to other people, and then having the baby, that can change everything for whatever reason that it could be. Right. Some women, they get certain ages, they get, like I said, towards the menopause, that comes with a whole bunch of effects, mood swings and things like that. And then what happens is when women start to change for whatever reason, and it could be that the man is also maybe not paying attention to her, it could be whatever reason. That's how relationships can fail. And a lot of brothers and a lot of men talk about, once she had this baby, she changed. And now she is not in the, she's unbearable to be in a relationship with. She don't want to have sex anymore. She don't want to do things anymore. She's taking on, her, she's letting herself go. That's another thing too that we got to talk about. Even in today's world, okay, younger women are hitting the wall in general without kids, right? I'm seeing women that 3 or 4 years ago were fine. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, hitting the wall early. okay, without even getting pregnant. So women are hitting the wall earlier and faster in 2020. But now throw in the fact that you had a baby, you're changing, and now your body changing, and now you're letting yourself go. That could turn off a guy, He don't want to mess with you as much as he used to. You didn't got fat, you sloppy, you're not keeping yourself together. And all of that can cause discontent in the relationships. But see, here's the thing. When you first start getting with the female, and if you're not used to that, you're not going to be able to pinpoint these changes. And that's how a lot of brothers end up in bad relationships. Now, the relationship was going good before the child. So when the brother gets put on child support, it's not like he could see that she was going to change. It's not like he could see that these things were coming down the block. It's just that this is what ended up happening. And you know what? I just really got to talk about this, and I'm not going to be too long-winded. There are a lot of black men that are on child support, a lot of men in general, that go in and they want to do the right thing. But at the same time, a lot of women know that they have an out. If a woman has let herself go, or woman don't want a relationship anymore, all she know that she can do, she can still get your money. She can get you out the house. She can take your car, your house, have the baby, and she can just ain't got to deal with you. And if she can do that, why wouldn't she? A lot of women believe and listen to other females like, oh yeah, girl, you can take him for this and that. You don't need him in the house. You don't need him. He'll still pay child support. You can get his car. You can get all his assets and everything like that. And you could just be there with all his stuff with the kid. So that happens, and she might not have thought like that before. But see, another thing is this. A lot of women don't understand in today's world. I think men get this more than women. The commitment it takes to get into a relationship and to keep it going. The work. All right. Now, some women don't want to put that same work into the relationship. They would rather put that work into being a parent. I'd rather be a parent than be a wife. That's one of the big things right now. A lot of women, even in Africa, are talking about they want to have kids without being married, but they don't have any money, broke, so they'll be sitting around begging dudes for everything. And a lot of women don't want to have the pressures of being a wife, but they want the baby. So some women might get married early on, and then, they could be a wife, but being a wife and a mother is just too much. They change their mind on that. I don't want to be married. I want to get back out there and live my life. I want to go out there to the club. I want to go out there. I want to date again. You know what I'm saying? I want to get some new D. You know what I'm saying? I want to test myself out there on the market. And I want to do my thing. I don't want to be tied down in the house. I want to have freedom, A lot of women are like that. They feel like, marriage is holding back their creativity. They can do better without a guy. A guy's holding them back in their potential overall. And obviously, if you look at Tinder or Plenty of Fish, they're wrong, right? Women on dating apps that have already had a kid and are trying to get back on the dating scene, what's going on? They're lying about their age for the most part, overweight, very angry on the profiles, getting roasted, cooked up, guys just wanting them for sex, and now they're upset. Which pretty much leads to my next part is after they opt out of the relationship, and you brothers know how this is, the guy goes to a new relationship, right? Now, he might not even be on child support then. She left him. He goes and gets somebody better. The woman might look better. He might get more money. Now, she might have broke him and all of that. But now he's out better. And now they don't want to let him see the kid because the new woman is better and all that while she was out hopping on, D to D. But she don't like the fact that the old husband got somebody new. So now she really about to turn it up in child support court. She about to go and raise hell. I don't want you having no visitation rights. I don't want you being able to do this with your daughter or your son. All because I left out. I broke up with you. And my situation ain't getting better, but your situation is getting better. I know a situation like that but happened in Oakland. This brother, right? He was trying to be with this girl, had a baby with her. The brother was he was in firefighter school. And the wife was like, no, I don't want to be with you. I'm tired of this. Just hold me back. He's like, baby, just stick with me. I know we having a tough time right now, but I'm getting ready to finish school and all of this. We'll finish school in 6 months. She's like, nah, I don't want to be a wife no more. I want to just raise my daughter. I want out the relationship. She went out the relationship. She ended up getting with some 45-year-old dude, career broke nigga, right? He living with her in Oakland, ain't got no money, driving her car around. The dude goes and finishes, school. He was struggling a little bit, moved back in with his parents. Now he making like $100,000 a year in Antioch out there in the Bay Area. And he making all this money now. And he got the new woman, new wife, new baby with her. They got a brand new $5,000 house. Now she playing with the child support system. Oh, no, I don't want to give you visitation rights. Why y'all doing my daughter hair? She just being a complete BI, you know what I'm saying? All because she made a bad decision. So now you want to be mad at him because the new woman is, I set her up to get this nigga and all of this. And oh hell no, you ain't gonna have her around my daughter, but you have your daughter around this other nigga all the time. So anyways, y'all, I just want to talk about that. Your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Make sure that you like, comment, hit the bell. Another classic view. I'm trying to come back on camera, man. Make sure you guys do that. All my information is in the first comment pinned to the top. My Patreon, my Teespring store, the Black Men, the Perfect T-shirts. Appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.